What the f*** are you wearing?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, the f*** are you wearing?
I'm British! Right, so if you want to be a citizen of the UK, you have to pass this UK quiz thing, which is apparently really hard and full of ridiculous questions. So, we thought, let's see if 2 Brits and an Aussie can get citizenship by getting 18 out of 24 questions right, or are we going to get deported? Okay, Ollie, question number 1. When is St. Patrick's Day celebrated? 23rd of April, 30th of November, 1st of April, or 17th of March?
I don't actually know. I know it's not the 1st of April. What? Who remembers the date? It just tells you on a calendar.
Well, it's not very bloody British of you. Don't you know? British people don't have calendars.
From, like, Turkey. I'm sorry, this is a ridiculous question. I'm going to go 17th of March.
You got it correct. St. Patrick's Day celebrated for 17th of March. Right, Beck. Who is the patron saint of England? Love a bit of saints, obviously. St. George, St. Patrick, St. David, St. Andrew.
St. George?
St. George is the patron saint of England. Correct. And my question, when was the United Nations set up? After the First World War? After the Second World War? Before the First World War? Before the Second World War? It was after the Second World War. After the Second World War? Correct. Ollie, question number 3. Who was the first British Prime Minister? Winston Churchill, the Earl of Wilmington, Henry Pelham, or Sir Robert Walpole?
I think maybe Pelham? I mean, it's a long time ago.
It certainly is.
Yeah. I think go with Pelham, but I don't know. I don't ever recall being taught it.
No, definitely weren't taught that at school.
No.
Because why would you need to know that? Who was the first British Prime Minister? Ollie went with Henry Pelham. He is wrong. It was Sir Robert Walpole. Oh, it's not very British of you. Question 3 for me. What happened to Mary, Queen of Scots, after being sent to prison for 20 years by her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I? First.
What?
She got married, she was sent to France, she was executed, she was sent to Scotland. She was definitely sent to France.
I mean,
Queen
it
of
would
Scots?
be pretty harsh if she was executed after serving 20
Definitely
years.
went to France. Oh, I executed her. Oh, it would have been far worse to send us to France or Scotland. Right, question number 4. Which of the following actresses has not won an Oscar? Because, again, you need to know about British actors.
Okay, well, presumably is a British actress.
They appear to be British actresses, yes.
Okay.
Tilda Swinton, Emily Watson, Dame Judi Dench, and Kate Winslet.
Oh, I don't know. Tilda Swinton.
And if you don't know, then get the fuck out of our country! You were wrong.
What?
Yes, you were wrong.
It was Emily Watson.
What did Tilda Swinton win an Oscar in?
Doesn't say.
Yeah,
It just tells us that Colin Firth has won one, and so has Sir Anthony Hopkins. And
I don't give 2 shits about them.
this is for me, what is the Queen's speech about during the opening of the UK Parliament? What the royal family did the previous year? One tried a little bit of TikTok this year. It was bloody fantastic. What the government did the previous year. What business matters the royal family will conduct in the year ahead. What the government policies will be in the year ahead. What is the Queen's speech about? It is the government policies for the year ahead. I'm right. Right, Ollie. Question number 6. Who died at the Battle of Trafalgar? Presumably quite a few people. But of the 4 options you're given, Admiral Nelson, Henry VIII, Oliver Cromwell, or Napoleon?
Give me that first one again.
Admiral Nelson.
I'm going to go with Admiral Nelson.
Who died at the Battle of Trafalgar? Ollie, you said Admiral Nelson. You are correct. Right, what is the name, Beck, of the holiday when banks and many other businesses are closed for the day? Credit holidays, branch holidays, bank holidays, or business holidays?
Bank holidays, but I know when I first moved here I would have gotten that wrong.
It was introduced as a measure to give everyone holidays, but the person writing the law knew it would never be passed if it was said, like, oh, basically the peasants get holidays, you know, all the working class. So it's like, but if the banks are closed, no one else can do business.
2 hours later.
And then they passed it, and then went, oh shit, everyone else gets a day off as well, because no one can do business.
Yes, the peasants. That was worth dressing up for. Right, onwards.
And that story's probably going to get cut as well.
It certainly is. Rebecca, what is the name of the holiday when banks, and you said bank holiday? Correct. Right, Ollie, question number 7. When is HOGMANAY celebrated? 25th of September, 2nd of January, 1st of January, 31st of December. One of those days is the current day.
I'm going to say second. I'm going to say today.
You're going to say today. Today is HOGMANAY?
Today.
I don't friggin' know.
I don't know.
When is HOGMANAY celebrated? You said 2nd of January. Wrong. 31st of December. It's a Scottish thing. Question number 8 for Beck. What do you need to drive in the UK? Presumably a car. An L plate, a national insurance number, a valid driving licence, an R plate. For...
Is definitely number C, which is a valid driving license.
Not an L plate.
Gotta do some smash math for us, Johnny.
Yep. Somebody. Question number 9 for me. Nick Park, Wallace and Gromit, has won 4 Oscars for his animated films, including 3 for films featuring Chariots of Fire, Wallace and Gromit, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Women in Love. How does the answers even make sense there? Including 3 for films featuring 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yeah, he really loved the film, and so there's always a small section of it playing in the background. It's really clever. It's really nicely done.
Ollie, question number 12. What was the first war to be extensively covered by the media? The Boer War, the First World War, the Second World War, or the Crimean War?
They love those wars, don't they? Pretty sure that has been...
There's nothing more British than wars. But it's the only thing we're proud of.
I'm going to say A. Boer War.
First war to be extensively covered by the media was the Crimean War.
Yeah.
Question 17. What is the traditional food of Northern Ireland, Ollie? Haggis, pancakes, paella, or Ulster fry?
As I think we all know, we all love a good Irish paella, but I think I'm going with Ulster fry.
I mean, I've never even heard of that, but
No.
presumably that is what it must be. Traditional food of Northern Ireland is an Ulster fry, whatever that is. Right, question 17. Who should you contact to report a terrorist activity? Your local council, your local MP, your local police force, or the Prime Minister? I'm going to go with police force.
Dear Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Ollie, how many times has the UK hosted the Olympic Games? 5, 3, 4, 8.
I've genuinely no idea. I'm going to say 5. But it's probably 3.
That's some good logic there.
Thanks.
How many times does the UK host the Olympic Games? It was 3, which is what you said it was.
Yeah.
Beck, what is the PROMS? An annual event that gives awards in a range of categories such as Best British Group and Best British Solo Artist. An annual cultural festival which includes music, dance, art and the original performances, largely in Welsh. An 8-week summer season of daily orchestral classical music concerts. Or light-hearted plays with music and comedy. Presumably largely in English, the others.
The answer is an 8-week summer session.
8-week concert, yes. Right, me. Each of the UK countries is associated with a flower symbol. Which country is associated with the rose? The greatest of all the countries, of course, England. No, I'm a unionist. We're all together and all equal. I mean, not equal, but we're all together. Question 20. Why were canals built during the Industrial Revolution? To link the factories to towns and cities and to the ports? To make space for the large fleet of British ships? Yes, in the canals. To increase the number of watermills in the UK, or to increase the amount of water in towns and cities?
I'm going to go with A, because it's right.
Canals were built to link factories, towns and that whatnot. Isambard Kingdom Brunel was responsible for the construction of the Great Western Railway, the invention of the television, the construction of the London Tower, the discovery of insulin. It's
I mean,
real,
known
isn't it?
for a lot,
It's rail, isn't it? I thought it was rail. Or is it television?
You do know this.
Railway? Television.
Stop trying to get answers out of us.
I think it's television.
Just pick.
Just pick
I'm
one.
sure it's something to do with railway.
Then pick that one.
But I don't think it's right. I'm going to go with television. That's right? What? It's
He was
railway.
a Victorian engineer.
No, you've done
Oh, damn it, I knew it was railway.
Well, it wasn't television.
Rebecca, last question. Does Britain have a written constitution? Yes or no?
No.
Correct. 24. Me. What kind of movies did Academy... Oh, come on, I've already had a question about Nick Park. Is he the only British bloody director?
Yes.
Animated movies. And Ollie, I'm afraid you've got 15 out of 24 points and you fail. So
What?
you are being deported.
I disagree. I want to. This is a joke. I really don't feel like I got 9 wrong in that, but okay.
Well, you did. Rebecca, on to you. If you get worse than 15, you will be in the lead. You're getting deported regardless if you fail. But did you get slightly less deported than Ollie?
Yeehaw.
You got exactly the same. 15 out of 24 points. You also failed. Get the fuck out of the country.
Oh, I'm quite impressed that we got the same amount, Ollie.
Right, and I got 16 out of 24 points. Also a failure, but slightly less of a failure than you two. That's it. I feel like that isn't... Well, it was enough to get it wrong. Right,
Yeah.
well, so we all failed. We're all kicked out of the country. What a load of bollocks.
I've got a valid excuse. What have you two got?
They don't teach this stuff in school.
They don't teach this stuff in school.
Well, they do teach, who Brunel is. I mean...
No, I didn't pay attention at school.